Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to answer which one is the better stock to buy, Amazon or Crowdstrike. I know both of these companies are in different industries, but I also know some of you may be considering buying one or the other, and so I think this video will be informative and shed some light on that decision. I'm going to look across 5 different metrics starting with revenue growth, so let's get right into it. You see Crowdstrike's revenue growth on the top here. It's been decelerating. However, it's still robust at 52.84% in its most recent quarter compared to just 8.58% for Amazon, who is also experiencing decelerating revenue growth. The next metric I wanted to look at is operating margin for the trailing 12 months. And Amazon, you could see above Crowdstrike here in terms of operating margin, a relatively consistent, small, low single digit operating margin for Amazon. It's never achieved operating margins in the double digits in its history, and I don't suspect that it ever will, compared to CrowdStrike, who started off 2019 operating margins negative over negative 50%, showing incredible improvement in that metrics, however still negative 7.48% in its recent 12 months. Next, I wanted to look at cash flow from operations also in the trailing 12 months, and looking at Amazon first up top here, a very healthy 46.75 billion cash flow from operations, down from its peak over 60 billion during the earlier stages of the pandemic, but still 46.75 billion in CFO is nothing to complain about, compared with CrowdStrike, who is on a lower scale in terms of cash flow from operations, although showing very nice growth, going from flat-ish CFO in 2019 all the way up to 827 million in cash flow from operations in its most recent trailing 12 months. Next, I wanted to look at shareholder dilution, because with increased share count, that means that when these companies do end up delivering earnings, those earnings are going to be split among more shares, thereby decreasing the earnings per share. So I'd like to see limited amount of shareholder dilution. Amazon doing a good job restraining shareholder count, going from a little over 9.96 billion to 10.22 billion, small increases over the last 3 or 4 years in terms of share count. Meanwhile, CrowdStrike going from a little over 160 million to 233 million shares outstanding, so much more shareholder dilution at CrowdStrike. Finally, I wanted to look at valuation to compare these two incredible companies. First, looking at price to earnings forward, Amazon and CrowdStrike here, similar valuations, 65 forward PE for Amazon, 57 forward PE for CrowdStrike. According to this metric, CrowdStrike is cheaper than Amazon, but using the forward price to sales ratio, CrowdStrike is much more expensive at 9 compared to 1.8 for Amazon. I will say though, CrowdStrike deserves a premium in terms of price to sales over Amazon, because Amazon, like I mentioned earlier, does not have prospects over the long term to deliver very healthy operating profit margins in the double digits or higher. Meanwhile, CrowdStrike, being a software as a service company, does have prospects to deliver robust operating margins in the long run if it can achieve high enough scale. So, to answer the question posed in the headline, which one of these stocks is a better buy, Amazon stock or CrowdStrike stock? I'm going to say it's close, but the advantage goes to CrowdStrike stock because of its long-term potential to deliver excellent profit margins and its evidence of economies and scale in terms of cash flow from operations and operating margins. All right, there you have it. CrowdStrike is the best stock to buy between these two, in my opinion. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your viewership, and hopefully I'll see you next time. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.